in this kind of game. And he'll get it done, but it's got to be quick and it's got to be on the fly because it's an all-new ball club.
One of the areas that could be a bit of a matchup problem. Either way, Mercer has a 7-2 freshman starting tonight in David Craig. And let me tell you this, he could be taller than 7'2", and he is 6% body fat. He is massive.
He is massive. You'll see it on the court. And, you know, having a Purdue coach, they know how to go to the block with it. They'll get it inside to him. He's great passing out of the block. I got to see him earlier this against Granger. He's tough. He takes one step and he can dunk it, so it's going to be tough.
All right, here's a look at the preseason standings now from the American. Pirates with all of the brand new faces in the preseason. Pick near the bottom, you've got Houston and Memphis. Of course, Cincinnati's going to be very good this year as well.
Well, when you look at those teams up front, Houston,
Tulane.
Yeah. Houston, Memphis, Cincinnati, Tulane, and Temple, they all have great guards. All of them. They can go at you. Houston's unbelievable. They could easily be in the Final Four. It is a great basketball team and a great program that Sampson has built.
Kelvin Sampson, the North Carolina native. Houston, by the way, held Northern Colorado to 36 points yesterday. Their football team gave up 77 to SMU last weekend. So Dana Holgorsen might want to bring Kelvin Sampson over to the gridiron.
I'm telling you, he is the real deal. That is a number 2 or number 3 team in the country. That's legit. They are that good a program.
They're a Final Four contender. Real quick, when you looked at that, and we'll get into it during the game, it's got to be a multiple bid year. I know you and I beat that drum every year, but this league is too deep to not be only getting 1 or 2 in.
When Kendrick Davis moved over to Memphis, they're just that good. They're going to be better.
There's the look at the production that left the program and what is returning. A scant percentage of Pirate points, returning less than 18%. And there is Mike Schwartz, the new coach.
The real deal. The real deal. Mike Schwartz is a wonderful coach. He's great, and that whole staff is that good. He'll get it right. Give him time. He's the real deal. He's fun to watch practice. He's an X and O guy. He's a really defensive coach. You're going to see them spread the floor, dribble drive. They like spacing. And, buddy, nobody knows the game better, and these kids know it. Support this guy, and we'll have a winning team over in Greenville, North Carolina.
Jake Morton, Riley Davis, and Nick Mattson are his assistants as well.
Jake's sitting beside him, and just great coaches.
It's going to be Brandon Johnson, one of the Pirates returning, jumping it up against the 7-2 Craig, and the tip is 17 a year ago, and this is one of the transfers that is in. Luis Hurtado, excellent player, has been at UAB in Bryant. They want him to get a little more aggressive offensively. This is Sean Walker from Elizabeth City.
Great job by Brandon Johnson inside against the big man.
Post feed goes to Jalen McCreary, who's played in the American at USF, and he can be a handful. A lot of potential for the lefty, and he gets the first points of Mercer's season.
Yeah, one of the guys we talked about, the transfer in the pregame. He's left-handed, strong, and good.
Pirates have R.J. Felton back from a year ago. Here's a deep three by Brandon Johnson, who rattles it in. He just looks like a different player, Si, than a year ago. He's filled out.
A good young man and very talented, and to hit a 3 early is tough on Mercer, because that makes you extend the floor with your big man.
Mercer's top 2 scorers departed. Left for Southern Miss in the transfer portal. There's an overplay by R.J. Felton. The lead pass ahead. Tough catch by Johnson, who leaks it out to one of the new faces for the Pirates. Now Javon Small, another returner for ECU, and here's a 3 up and no good by Quentin DeBunzier. He is the transfer from Tennessee, from France.
That's great hustle by East Carolina. I love the big man dribbling down the floor. He's got good, but it's going to be a racetrack game tonight.
Here's the lineup for the Bears. Out of the Southern Conference, Macon, Georgia, Robertson, McCreary, Hurtado, Walker, and then the mountain of a man in Craig, who gets the basketball there. That's a heck of an option. It clears to Hurtado, and he'll drill it from the wing. Yeah,
that's the other guy. I mean, that's 5 of their points are from the transfer guys. They're that good.
Look at the Pirates starting 5 here this evening. Zaxby Sutherland playing his way into the lineup here, earning the trust of the coaches, as Coach Schwartz told us this week. And that's another three from BJ. Brandon Johnson from deep.
Well, I'm telling you, if you get that this year out of Brandon, and you can, it changes East Carolina completely.
Pirates lost a ton of three-point shooting in the offseason. Johnson's hit 2 to start the ECU season.
If you're East Carolina, you got to be concerned at the ability of Mercer to shoot the basketball, and they're very patient. A solid coached basketball team.
Did you see how high R.J. Felton got in the air?
Yes, on the weak side. That's what the great weak side guys do, and he's at the 4. He can do it at the 3. Here's a big sub tonight.
Winston Tabbs is into the game for the first time, and also Jaden Walker, 21. Walker, a transfer from Iowa State. But keep an eye on Winston Tabbs. He's guarding the ball right now, number 10 in the Pirate uniform.
He's guarding Walker, who's a very good player.
Knee surgery, did not play a minute last season, has missed 2 of the last 3 seasons completely, and has only played in 3 games when he was available. A shot clock violation, good half-court defense from the Pirates.
Yeah, it all started with R.J. Felton coming over from the weak side and knocking the ball out of bounds earlier. They just do a good job. Now, they're talking to Brandon Johnson, but I'll tell you what, Coach Schwartz is all over the officials to make sure you don't get on him too hard.
Don Daly, Joe Lindsay, who was talking to Johnson there, and then Hunter Allen. This is a good crew. One of just a few games tonight. In fact, the Pirates had to petition the NCAA to play this game because, by and large, they wanted schools to take off Election Day.
I really like veteran crews. They talk a lot to kids, and they make sure the game doesn't get out of hand. You got a veteran, really good crew tonight.
Walker on the wing. Here's a 3, headed the circle. Javon Small had it. Karam off the bounce, taken underneath by Johnson, but stolen away. And here comes Mercer now with Robertson leading, and there's a jumper, no good by Walker. Bounds out to Hurtado, though. And so he'll control, gets it into the big guy, Craig, and that's too easy.
Well, if he gets it that deep, you're dead. But it all occurred on an offensive rebound. Everything gets out of whack by your defense when that happens.
R.J. Felton going to be a big part of what Mike Schwartz wants to do defensively. Does Johnson keep it going from 3? No, missed. Whistle underneath, and it's the first one of the night.
Going to be on Mercer grabbing someone inside, but what a good ball game it's been. Both teams are playing well. And they're going to bring in Luigi to handle the inside, but give credit to Johnson. He's done a great job inside and hitting the 3s. Now, can you imagine him at a step-out 4? Then everything changes for East Carolina. Nice job by Brandon Johnson.
Jalen Cobb, the Fordham transfer, is into the game now from Mercer, 22. And Cy mentioned Luigi DeBow, the 7-footer, the grad student, really good academic student for the Pirates. And ECU steps out. By the way, that last foul was on Walker.
Right.
So that's the first of the game, and now the Pirates put on some full court pressure.
Cobb not only is a good offensive player, he is a defensive machine for Mercer.
Hurtado out front. Had a big postseason last year for Bryant, both in the NEC tournament and then in the first 4 games. Loss against Wright State. Here's a jumper, and it's in from 3-point territory there. That is Cobb, who has been really, really good. Not only can he guard people, but he can hurt you offensively.
He's 61 games at Fordham. He was always a double-figure kind of guy.
Javon Small running the show at the point for the Pirates. Clears it out to Tabbs. He'll take a 3. This is his game. Going to be tipped out by Craig, and it'll stay with ECU. They'll have it when we come back. Mercer up 4 on the road early in this battle of the SoCon and the American.
When you start with better ingredients, better pizza, you also get better papadillas. When you start with better ingredients, better pizza, you also get better papadillas. Get any 2 or more for just $6.99 each. That's Papa John's.
We believe banking should make your life greater. It starts with affordable options to meet today's needs and tomorrow's dreams. From smart account options that fit your style to flexible loans for what comes next. It means convenient ways to access and manage your money whenever you need it and wherever you're headed. Most of all, it takes great support. Someone you can count on for trusted guidance and to be there for you every step of the way. Great options, great convenience, great support for life. Great Southern Bank, understanding what really matters.
You had a solid retirement dream. Sell your home in a year or so. Bank the equity, downsize, and travel. Recession-proof your equity now with TrueHold. TrueHold will buy your home for its best and current value now. You bank the cash and you live in your home for as long as you want. TrueHold covers all property taxes, insurance, repairs, and maintenance. Discover how much TrueHold will buy your home for today. Visit TrueHold.com.
For adventure, for climbing, for splashing, for towing, for premium, for capable. The GMC AT4 lineup, premium and capable. That's professional grade from GMC. Or get 3.9% APR financing for 72 months and no monthly payments until 2023 on select Sierra light duty models.
From Santa Claus, Indiana, to Snowflake, Arizona, and everywhere in between, we're holiday ready with fast and reliable delivery serving every address in America. The United States Postal Service.
Mike Schwartz, longtime assistant to Rick Barnes, 23 seasons as an assistant, stops at all kinds of places for Coach Schwartz. Tennessee, Tulsa, Fresno, Miami, Texas, San Antonio, and then Long Beach State as well from Los Angeles. But a Rick Barnes disciple, what does that mean?
Well, it means, first of all, he's been under a great coach. Rick Barnes was super when he was in the ACC at Clemson. He's a workaholic, Texas, you name it. Rick Barnes is one of the great coaches in college basketball. And Michael Schwartz learned from that man. And I'm telling you, Mike Schwartz is a great coach. It's a good get for East Carolina because if you're in that group from Rick Barnes, you're the real deal.
Here's Tabs out of the corner. A little too strong. And the rebound is collected on the weak side before the whistle by Benjamin Biala.
Yeah, I like Biala. I think he's going to be a good addition for the Pirates. But you got to really love the defensive effort of Mercer. They get after you. Purdue system works hard, physical, very good.
Starts on the defensive end for both these sides. Biala, by the way, out of South Plains Junior College in Texas, originally from Paris, France. Not Paris, Texas.
I got you.
Often confused. 15 on the shot. Nice drive by Small under the outreached arms of the 7-foot 2-inch Craig, but missed the lay-in. Here comes Mercer with Hurtado with the spin. Tried to kick it out, threw it aside.
Well, ECU again defended it well, and but both teams, look, they get right after you. I mean, I don't care where you are. They are up in your shirt. This will be a great matchup right now. I love the little guard from East Carolina. Cobb on him can really defend.
It's Caleb LeCount from Los Angeles. He is fearless and can get to the basket. Made a living scoring-wise doing that as the Pirates get the rebound off the Tabs miss. He's 0 for 3. That's Craig there smothering the drive from Walker. Back the other way, Mercer in a hurry. Can't get the 3 off, so they'll set up the offense with Robertson. He'll work it to Walker. Jump stop, got the man off his feet and put it in.
Hold your feet, go straight up, but a great drive. And right now, Mercer's playing lights out. They were 4 for 5 before the break, 80% shooting.
Sean Walker averaged 6 points a year ago. There's Winston Tabs. Tried to feed it on a pick and roll to DeBow. Back the other way, Walker. And in transition, the lay-in, Hurtado.
They're really looking good right now. ECU not getting back on the break. That bothers you. Let's see what happens. You know, can Tabs get with it a little bit? He's pressing right now.
Tabs off the curl up top. Nice move. He'll go to the basket and gets his first point as an ECU Pirate.
Yeah, he's going to get a lot more. You can tell the way he's moving. He's really looking much better than I thought he would.
3 off the wing, short. Comes out, though, to Hurtado. He'll drive. Up top, Robertson. Count it.
They're knocking down everything they're shooting, and ECU got to get the long rebounds. You just have to.
3 of 5 from deep early on are the Bears. They're 7 of 9 from the floor and lead by 9. LeCount took it too deep. Stripped, taken away by Robertson.
Yeah, the problem is you get in there too deep, you got a big man that'll stop everything.
Corner 3, good. Sean Walker. That's the 4th 3 ball for Mercer. And a little bit of chatter from Cobb as he had some interaction with the Pirate bench.
And when you look at this ball club, they're knocking down threes. And look, good defense on him. Just a nice shot from the corner from the young man from Elizabeth City. And then the next shot, they're just knocking them down right now with pretty good defense in their face. So that's what you got to do. That was Walker, and it's very tough.
Oh, in there is Greg Gary entering his 4th year leading the Bears program. He's done a good job at Mercer, winning 51 games through 3 seasons. That's the best start to any coach in program history. Mercer plays in the very tough SoCon. If you don't know about the Southern Conference, good coaches and some really good teams.
No doubt about it. And of course, he was under Matt Painter at Purdue. 16 postseason appearances. He's the real deal. He's been it as a player and as a coach. Played at Tulane.
Yeah, his head coach there was Perry Clark. He says they still interact with each other.
At the early 3 now operates. Little mid-range game. Davis a putback. He's impressive.
He's earning minutes, my friend.
As assistants.
Find a teammate, go to the offensive glass, get garbage points.
Once at Atlantis, and then once in the postseason.
Trademark early season question for a coach. Who's grown the most?
I know you've been working on it.
Lamont Paris' answer, Zach Davis.
We stayed better than that. It's the one right beside
12 to play in our first half. Entertaining start for the home team. Blocked inside. Here comes Meechie Johnson. Gets it back.
It's a great place to do a ball game.
And puts it up and in off the putback there. Timeout call by SC State. Gamecocks with their largest lead at 11.
Let your defense speak for your offense. Davis goes to the offensive glass. The outstanding play by the young freshman.
Both teams have gone small now. Let's see if East Carolina can get their game going.
Guys, hair game day is every day. Our training doesn't stop.
Do it again, run it again. Round face, straight hair. And that is small driving to the cup. Draws contact.
Work.
Yeah, nice job.
Being a sport club stylist takes a strong skill set.
This kind of game, or this game can get away.
And strong fingers.
In time. Good job.
Only the best make the
small. And the key is, with the big man out, you actually have a driving lane. And that's the difference.
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Craig out, you got a shot with that. Craig's played really well so far tonight.
80% from the line last year. Small, he gave last year's edition of the Pirates some good minutes, particularly late in the season.
Yeah, Jamon's a good basketball player. But ECU, of course, had, when you look at it, Tristan Newton at the point, it's hard to get in.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. Doesn't have this yellow tag.
Transfer out.
You don't want it.
He left for UConn.
Life is full of ifs. If you see the potential in every day, if you push for that promotion,
leaving the program, Vance Jackson, who had a great year for the Pirates,
if you can cash flow like a pro, safeguard against surprises, and supercharge your savings, the if in life becomes less iffy. Regions Life Banking makes it possible. If you're interested.
Let's talk about the if in life. Regions Bank embrace the if in life.
A big night in the Midlands just yesterday. Season opener, raise the banner, get the rings. National championship celebrating from a season ago. Don Staley's club getting it done. A great turnout, festive atmosphere. Return of Raven Johnson, Aaliyah Boston, of course. This team may be better than what it was a season ago. And think about that for a moment. If you follow Carolina basketball and Aaliyah Boston, yeah, she's here tonight. That is saying something, but that is just how good they could be in 2023.
Well, you have to remember, though, that your journey starts in November. It does not start in March. And they'll have this huge target on their back. They always do, but that target is even larger this season.
I remember early last year, we were talking about, okay, who's got a chance to win a championship? Of course, South Carolina was there, but I remember talking in December thinking, I'm not sure who's going to beat this team.
Shannon Grant and James
they
Glisson tonight.
This season,
Grant is going to be out until
you
Thanksgiving.
amplify that feeling by about tenfold.
That's
the talent advantage I think that they've stockpiled here under Coach Staley. A great job her and her staff have done.
Team. Johnson inside.
Out of the timeout
with the whistle.
Gamecocks leading SC State 20-9.
Bulldogs
have it.
When you look at his ball
Alums, plenty of time to shoot.
Nice job bodying up, and he's just a good basketball.
Playing a two-man game. Elbow J is there, and that was smooth.
Defensively, though, you'll get that up. Mid-range jumper, but that's a nice finish by Hallam.
Reach in on the weak side. Robertson on the foul. That's his second, so he'll go to the bench.
South Carolina State has played every possession in this 2-3 zone.
Hayden Brown goes to work. Up and in.
That'll be his second.
Creative.
So
first 2 points came from the stripe. That's his first field goal. 22-11.
How long do you stay with him? That's his second.
That's kind of his game, right?
We'll see how long.
Hayden Brown is one of those guys
stays with him with
who never comes off the floor.
Tonight, I wouldn't think very long.
Hallam's left open, back iron.
Bench and
right, skies for the board.
Sunderland, who started the game, so we'll see him at the next stop. Likely for Quentin DeBouzet.
Anything surprise you last night from an SEC perspective?
It's going to be a travel
looking at the games
Sean Walker.
that concluded.
Yeah. And listen,
not really. I mean,
you love the way Mercer's
the upsets
playing.
that happened last night. There was one
but
late
never
on the West
underestimate
Coast where Florida Gulf
the
Coast
value of only playing in one game.
USC, Oklahoma got beat by one.
Florida State,
TCU, Florida State, TCU survived. Florida State
one of
did
their
not
last 8. Mercer,
so.
meantime, is at 6 of 7 from the field.
I would like to see something going on
12 minutes
from
to go
a national
here.
perspective.
Trying to get it going. Just 27% from the floor early.
24 hours of basketball.
Kicks it out. Still plenty of time
opening
on the
night
shot clock
bracket
here.
buster. I mean, something.
Walker.
Jackson's got
resets.
5, 24-11.
BJ in the post. Pump fake. Got tied up. Had it
halfway
taken away.
through
It's going to be a shot clock violation.
How about Jackson being vocal defensively there for a moment?
But he told you that was one of his strengths.
Mercer.
Communicating.
Playing well on the road. The Pirates trying to get something going
against
this tall and physical
have to
Bears
think of it this way. If this were an AAU team, he's playing up several age classifications.
Better ingredients, better pizza, you also get better
Jackson
papadillas,
strong.
better cheese sticks, better
Bulldogs
yummy
corral it.
and better tasty snacks. With this, or you can get with that. Get any 2 or more for just $6.99 each. That's
Carter's
Papa
jersey
John's.
ripped.
We believe banking should make your life greater.
It
Starts with affordable
last
options
exchange.
to meet today's needs
Open
and
three
tomorrow's
is good.
dreams.
Davion
From smart
Everett.
account options that fit your style to flexible loans for
He
what
was
comes
good
next.
in their
It
exhibition
means
game.
convenient
Had
ways
10
to
points.
access and
Transfer
manage your
from
money
Western
whenever
Carolina.
you need it and wherever you're headed. Most of all, it takes great support.
Mitchell went to the
Someone you
same
can
high
count
school
on
as
for
Gigi
trusted
Jackson,
guidance
also
and to be
Javon
there for
Benson,
you every step of the
part
way.
of this Carolina
Great
roster.
options, great convenience,
Went to
great
Ridgeview.
support for life.
Pretty
Great
talented
Southern
team that
Bank,
won a state
understanding what
championship or
really
two.
matters.
South Carolina
You had a
State
solid
out of the
retirement
zone,
dream.
man-to-man.
Sell your
Mismatch
home
inside.
in a year or so.
Gary
Bank
inside,
equity,
checking Gray inside
downsize
in
and
and out.
travel. Recession-proof your equity.
Coming up tonight,
now with
SEC
True
Inside
Hope.
grants you an
True Hope will buy
all-access
your
pass
home
to
for
SEC
its
Women's
best
Soccer Tournament
value.
semifinals
Now,
and the championship
and
game.
you
You'll
live
get
in
never
your home
before
for
seen
as
footage and
long
sound from
as
players
you.
and coaches.
True Hope
Real
covers all
behind-the-scenes
property
look.
taxes,
10 Eastern, 9 Central,
insurance,
right here on the
repairs,
SEC Network
and maintenance.
And the app.
Discover how much True Hope will buy your home for
This has been
today.
a struggle
Visit
for Josh Gray at the
TrueHope.com.
free throw line. He was just 13 for 34
For adventure.
a season ago.
For climbing.
I felt
For
like
splashing.
that ripped jersey
For
was
towing.
like an old AFL
premium.
jersey that,
For
Josh
capable.
Idle
The GMC AT4 lineup, premium and capable. That's professional grade from GMC. Or get 3.9% APR financing for 72 months and no monthly payments until 2023 on select Sierra light-duty models.
Switch it to number 25. Change that in your scorebook at home if you're following along tonight.
Pacifico is brewed for those who follow their own path. That's living life anchors up.
For 9 to play, 26-14. Nick Sanford back in. And Gray to the bench.
Sixth meeting between these two programs.
Taking our conversations with Lamont Paris, obviously different vibe, different feel
this season. Mercer
compared
won the
to what
last
we've
meeting,
talked about for many years here in Columbia, but he had a way about him, a calmness about him. Maybe not showing that now talking to Josh Gray.
No, I think just the opposite. I saw that interchange, and he was actually listening to Josh Gray first and letting Gray kind of explain what he was seeing. So from that standpoint, that kind of communication, that's invaluable.
Bradford and Air Force, and it was really a lot of fun. A lot of good competition.
If you look at Mercer's schedule side,
shot clock at 10.
Schedule if you know basketball. They're going to be at Georgia State.
Hallam's off the bounce.
Of course, they're at Florida State, who lost last
Rebound
night.
by Jackson.
They're also playing Towson in a preseason event.
That'll be his second.
State. Florida Gold Coast,
with 5
Troy,
points.
Sanford, Chattanooga. I mean, that's a pretty good
it's a great schedule.
Non-conference schedule for Mercer. This is a really solid Bears program.
And a spin and a foul call. That'll put Chico Carter at the stripe in that brand new number 25 jersey.
That tally here, and they do. That is Jordan Jones into the game, the sophomore from Macon, the hometown kid. Buries the three-point hit. He hit 40% on triples a season ago.
They're 9 of 11 from the field. 9 of 11.
5 of 7 from deep. Corner three, no good by Felton. And we're going to have a push-off on Ezra Ozar, who was checked in for the first time. The freshman out of Atlanta. Highly heralded when he signed with the Pirates. Ozar, the 54th best power forward in the country, according to some. It was the number 2 prospect at North Carolina. Meantime,
we already set it up. We talked to Coach Paris, and we're coming back in December.
Unbelievable.
Love to see you be wired for a game or two. He's like, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think he can pull that off.
Better when you shoot it.
Did you like that early producing that I was doing here from the scores table?
Can you get a stop on this end if you're East Carolina? They're hitting every
Nothing's changed.
Yeah, this looks like a
13-point advantage.
Goes to the left hand, got his own in traffic, couldn't get it out, and R.J. Felton to the floor to dig it out. Gonna have a foul on Quinones.
Got solid defensively so far. Hallam's off the mark. Third board for Jackson. Ahead to Johnson. Boy, he lost his balance and a putback.
Michi Johnson blew out a tire.
For Mercer. And I mean,
but there's Jackson. You're seeing his ability to run the floor. I think
first foul,
Johnson's hurt a little bit.
Hallam's connects for 3, and I think you're right. Michi Johnson quickly to the bench area and tries to walk it off.
LeCount back in out of Compton, California.
As advertised so far, my friend, G.G. Jackson getting it done.
Again, the big fella has such an instinctive feel for rebounding, and he just runs the floor and finishes in a big-time way. Carolina on top.
Pirate scoring drought of nearly 3 minutes.
Shop Academy Sports and Outdoors 3-day online-only sale and get up to 50% off the best brands. Buy online and pick up in store. Shop with confidence with our price match guarantee. Plus, get free shipping on most orders over $25. This 3-day sale ends Wednesday, so visit academy.com now.
Small on the reach-in.
Have yourself
fourth on the Pirates.
Merry little Christmas.
Well, if you're East Carolina,
T-Mobile won't raise the price of your talk, text, and data.
I think Bama's going to win it all this year. Now, I know that's a bold statement this early.
Bold statement? That's a statement. It ain't bold. A bold statement would be going into Tuscaloosa where purple. A bold statement would be going into a sports bar in Gainesville and yelling, "Hunker down, you hairy dog."
81% at the foul line a year ago.
Telling Dan to win and feeling like a great big guy.
They were one of the top free throw shooting teams in the country last year was Mercer.
That's going to be a good player for East Carolina. He's just young.
Guys, got hair loss? I know what you're thinking. Should I shave my head, comb it over, wear a hat?
For him.
Just stop. This isn't 1970. Keep your hair and your confidence because Bosley, America's #1 hair restoration experts, can give you your real hair back permanently. This is the latest technology. For an absolutely free information kit and a free gift card for $250 off, scan this QR code. Don't wait. Scan the code now and get the permanent solution protected by the Bosley Guarantee.
Why pay over $100 a month for cable when it's half the cost for Fubo TV?
Nice drive.
Get all the channels you want,
shot, however,
with all the entertainment you love, for the price that cable can't beat. Try free at FuboTV.com.
Hit the shot and was looking at the official who blew the whistle. I'm going to say it came before.
Here's to a little recharge.
Again, a good cruise, the right call.
Here's to you.
But now, can you cut into it a little bit? Can you get a bucket here? Can you get it down to working under 8, 9, 8?
12-point lead for the Gamecocks. 7:29 to go in our first half. Michi Johnson just went to the locker room. We'll zoom in on him for a moment. That right ankle turns in a way that you don't like to see it turn on that missed shot that Jackson followed back with the big-time slam.
Pretty rare that you see a guy do that
get the 3 off.
on his own.
Felton, a corner jumper.
And when it first happened, I thought maybe he actually blew out his shoe.
From deep.
But on further review, he rolled that ankle, so hopefully he can come back. And now the question becomes, who goes to the point for Carolina?
Walker,
Johnson Jr. out of Cleveland, Ohio, the transfer from Ohio State.
Feeds the basketball.
Bulldogs have been aggressive with the three-quarter court pressure so far.
McCreary with his second bucket, 5 points, 3 rebounds, and shot 52% last year at South Florida.
Again, the transfers have had a
ball
big
screen for Wright. Nearly double dribbled, and in fact, they got him.
Oh, nice behind the
back. Anderson the call.
Yeah, it took a
Johnson
minute.
blew
I
the
saw
bunny,
the same
got
thing
it back.
you did. I was about to say, I think
Hold
he got away with a
They're
double.
going to score the bucket.
A little love for this veteran officiating crew. Chuck Jones, Steven Anderson, Michael
credit the field goal for BJ.
But nothing's coming easy for East Carolina. Nothing. And that's a credit to Mercer.
So 8 now for Brandon Johnson.
Edwards to step back, and it's there. That's a long 2.
My goodness, that's a tough look. So South Carolina State played all that zone. They've gone man-to-man. I don't really feel like Carolina's got a handle right now on what they want to accomplish in the half court.
Against the man-to-man specifically?
Yes.
Inside, and the block at the rim by Hallops.
Venezuela, he is a savvy player. He will win a lot of games.
Bulldogs with momentum for a moment, and a 3. Raekwon Brown.
Love the unselfish play
by Biella. And then the out-of-bounds
29-22.
They were trying to get it to the young man from Zazzoni from
Jackson calls for it and gets it.
See, too much standing.
Versus 71%. Pirates take another 3. They're 10th from deep.
9 to shoot. Jackson, mid-range, no. Rebounded by the Bulldogs. That's Wilson.
He's got Johnson on him. Turnaround off the baseline. Good defense by Johnson, forcing the miss. Here come the Pirates here, just trying to get something going as we near the 8-minute mark.
Screen for Hallops. Scoop shot, up and in.
Small,
and a chance for 3.
Contact and then put it into another.
South Carolina State doing a marvelous job turning the corner off the bounce.
Just in this little bit.
And that time it was Hallops. Finishes with that nifty little Inspector Gadget one-arm extension.
We said in the pregame. You
Take
got to figure out who can match up against.
Little ball screen, turns the corner. Brown's show is a little bit on the soft side. The defender never recovers.
Nice job by
Hallops takes advantage.
Thought he might have got an and one.
Gamecocks led by as many as 15.
3 points, 2 rebounds a season ago for Iowa
that
State.
Lead has been sliced all the way down to 4 on the strength of an 11-0 run by SC State.
Walker.
And then back to the zone.
Back in.
Inside out. Davis rejected out of bounds.
Jumper off the baseline. Wow, what a tough shot by
Hallops has shown you plenty of athleticism, shot making so far tonight.
So this is a challenge for Carolina. No question that Gigi Jackson is their best player.
Georgia.
But maybe their most valuable player
69, a
is
nice
Michi Johnson.
From the floor out of the corner, the Pirates finally get one from deep, and that's Caleb LeCount.
Chico Carter inside, got caught under the rim. Bulldogs
and you can feel
off the bounce.
Just a little bit.
Davis the block from behind.
Hurtado, contact, going to be a block on LeCount.
And finally,
much to the
Sanford
chagrin of the partisans here in Greenville. Mercer.
And the freshman offensive foul.
71% from the floor.
Too many guys trying to do too much off the bounce.
When
Take
you start with
look
better ingredients, better pizza,
from up
you
above.
also get better
The help
papadillas,
defender
better cheese sticks, better
closes
yummy
out
this,
the
and better
long extension
tasty
and the rejection. That's good
Two or more for
defense
just
out of the zone.
$6.99 each. That's Papa John.
Michi Johnson
We
back on
believe
the floor.
banking
That's
should make your life
very
greater.
good sight.
It starts with affordable
South Carolina
options to
fans.
meet today's needs and tomorrow's dreams. From smart account options that fit your style to flexible loans for what comes next. It means convenient ways to access
Gary
and
the
manage
runner,
your money.
whirling dervish in traffic. Brown the board.
Most of all,
Quickly
it
ahead
takes
to
great
Jackson,
support.
ahead of the
Someone you
pack.
can count on for trusted guidance and to be there for you every step
Davis
of the way.
swatted
Great
out.
Options, great
Boy, a lot
convenience,
happening there
great
with a couple of
support
freshmen
for
at the
life.
rim.
Great Southern Bank. Understanding
Jackson thought he
what
got
really
fouled,
matters.
but I am so impressed.
You had a solid
with
retirement
Zachary
dream.
Davis and
Sell
the
your
energy
home in a
that
year
he
or so.
brings.
Bank the
Take another
equity,
look. The long
downsize, and
outlet.
travel.
Jackson felt like he got nudged a little bit, and I
True
agree.
Hope will buy your
But there's
home for its
Zachary
best
Davis, the
current
freshman,
value. Now,
making the
bank
effort
cash,
play,
and you
the
live in
energy
your home
play.
I
for
like
as
the
long
E word
as
there
you want. True
with
Hope
Davis.
covers all property taxes, insurance.
And a technical foul was just called on Eric Martin.
Discover how much True Hope
Welcome
will buy
to
your
the head
home
coaching
for
table.
today. Visit TrueHope.com.
That's a pretty tight spot.
Watch this.
Your Buick Parks.
Longtime West Virginia assistant.
Of course you know where we're going. That's
Made his
so
way to
you.
Orangeburg under Bob Huggins. Yeah, Huggy Bear.
Never got a technical, did he?
Yeah.
I think he got teed up before the
brought all
season
these
started.
players in your Buick?
Yeah.
So you.
It is.
At the heart of every Buick SUV
Johnson
is
will
you.
get one
Get
more.
3.99% APR for 72 months and no monthly payments until 2023 on these Buick SUV models. Buick, ranked #1 brand in the industry for new
I'm
vehicle
impressed with the way South Carolina State started against the ropes. Now they've got the fight in the game back in the middle of the ring.
Johnson switched shoes after his ankle turn. I still think at the last second when he realized he wasn't going to make the layup, I think he threw it off the backboard intentionally.
Really?
It's a possibility.
The results are in for election days prior.
Fouled on the floor. You know, like Derek Wittenberg would talk about the shot for all those years. That was a great pass. It's a great pass. 83 NC State.
That was a non-con game.
I was in the building.
In Albuquerque?
And then
I was
in the midterm,
Young assistant
an
coach.
18.
I didn't know you were that old.
East Carolina overwhelmingly in a
Second
landslide
foul on
over
Brown.
Delaware State.
And that'll put
And then in
Hayden Brown on the strike.
2019,
When is our next game
they
together?
didn't call it early. They
For
counted
a while.
all of the
Actually,
points.
it's next week.
ECU
Next Monday, I think.
over VMI in that
Yeah,
one.
we'll put your schedule up.
And I can tell you,
Brown's got 4 points, couple of boards so
VMI
far.
is going to shoot it.
Yes.
They're going to shoot
Yes.
it.
Gamecocks
Never
are
out
the
of the
bonus.
game.
Never out of
Are
the
the
game.
Yeah,
cadets.
Michi Johnson
Yeah.
did change
Patrick
shoes.
Johnson, Cy Seymour
Turn
here
of
with
the
you
ankle.
tonight.
Ankle appears to be okay.
I mean, when
Went
you
from
look
white
up
to
at
the,
the stat
fluorescent
line and you're shooting
reddish color.
71% from three,
Fluorescent
ECU's
reddish?
That's what I got
probably
for you on
forced
opening
to only be
night.
down 10.
That's where we are. You're lucky I didn't call that last exchange a touchdown pass.
Obviously, Pirate Nation purple.
Maybe it
and
was.
gold.
7-point
And the group
lead.
here tonight. Good crowd on hand. Just seems like they're waiting for the Pirates to start to get something going. They want to cheer for something.
And you almost had
Their
it.
first-year
when you
head
got the block
coaches
call here, and it's a
going
good
toe-to-toe
call.
tonight.
You
MEAC
got
versus
Hurtado on the
SEC.
line, who was a
Dump-off
gamer.
pass.
So you're
Everett
looking
puts it up and in.
You had it
You know, it's a
down
big
to where
game
you
for
could get it
55
under
for
10.
SC State coming
Right.
back home and wanting to show exactly what he can do in front of a lot of his friends and family.
You're from here. Don't you feel like this is an underrated hotbed of basketball recruiting?
Always has been. Jackson was blocked.
Really like the way this
Then lost the handle.
defense.
To answer your question,
DJ for
yes.
3. Hit 2 in a row to start the game. LeCount, the short
Blocking foul called on
Comes
Brown.
away with the basketball, but then throws it away.
The second.
He thought Walker was going to cut.
Well, I've said this for years. This
keep
is
in
the
mind,
hardest
a lot of these combinations
call of all,
don't
the
even
block
play
charge,
together.
and we'll get to it after the break.
5-point lead for the home team.
What we were saying in the
32-27 under 4 to go.
You got to find out the matchups that will work and the chemistry that will work. And you don't have a lot of time to do it. And so Coach Schwartz is still working on it against a really hot ball club.
Greg is back in. South African 7-2. They lob it to him. Catches underneath. Bounces it down for Cobb. He'll go up. Left it short. It's clear the miss with
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag,
here's Walker.
You don't
Three
want
is up, rattled out.
Swimming takes a combination of effort and focus.
Mercer Bears ball. Mercer has an NCAA
every breath,
win in their program history.
every stroke,
one of the more
every movement
beat
must be
in
deliberate.
Raleigh many seasons ago.
One day you realize, instead of feeling tired, you feel strong. That's what Regions Private Wealth Management provides. We're intentional about every detail of your financial plan, so you can embrace life's moments while planning for your future.
Came down.
Here,
he's got that
time
brace
can
on his
be
knee.
money.
He called a timeout
A single call
immediately.
can echo through
He's
the
going to go to
ages.
the bench. Hope he's okay.
One legacy can redefine what's possible in any field. The slimmest margin can send shockwaves across the country. Greatness is in the details, and here they just mean more.
Robert Morris by 5. You were there.
Yes, I was there that day, and also up in Pittsburgh when we played them up there.
Coming up on the SEC Halftime Report, college football playoff rankings are officially out. Roman Stinch, Alyssa here with you. Initial thoughts.
31.
Boy, I think Tennessee's still in it if they got them sitting just outside the top 4. The two teams that played each other.
No doubt, but winning over everything. Undefeated teams at the top.
We'll also talk South Carolina, Florida football this weekend. Guys, we'll see you in a few.
I mean, come on, get your stats straight.
I want to know why then.
Yeah, listen, that will be a big game down in Gainesville. Let me tell you something fascinating that just occurred right there. Alyssa and I were texting a few minutes ago. As she was giving you that preview for halftime, it's showing up on my phone that she's texting me. How does that work? How is that even humanly possible? Is Alyssa Lang the single most talented human being on the planet?
Speaking of studio, how great was it to see Patrick Young back in studio last night?
As soon as you went there, I knew you were going that direction. I just got goosebumps. It was incredible. He's so inspirational. And I thought it was fantastic. He was a part of our behind-the-scenes preview for college hoops this year with our ESPN basketball seminar.
For the Pirates.
And it just makes you want to not complain about anything.
Right.
To hear his
on the move by Brandon Johnson, who's got 10.
His comeback.
Well, you made the big man, Craig, go out
how he just provides outstanding perspective on life.
Pirates have chipped it down.
How to approach adversity.
A dozen.
No question. 4-point game. Gamecocks have missed their last 6 shots. Will break the pressure. Johnson left open. Tracked down by the Bulldogs, and that was Gary.
That's tough.
Gary offing running. Good pump fake inside for Everett. It is a one-possession game.
Right now, South Carolina State is dictating what kind of shots Carolina is getting.
Off for Small. Pirates now 3 of 14 from deep, and they're just shooting from the field.
And an offensive foul. The screen was moving.
Mercer's led by as many as 15.
I'm not a big fan of this call because the defender actually goes into the screener. Right, here comes the screen by Jay. He's below in terms of Gray setting the screen. The defender was actually below.
Again,
so
can you make the
Gray
run
has the ability to move as well. Not a fan of that call. Took me 16 minutes in the first game.
Big man coming down with the left
Long
hand
season.
over everybody.
1-point game.
Once you get behind
slap
him,
back outside. Edwards
you have
has
to front
it.
him and play him tough if you're short.
Bulldogs looking for their first lead.
No.
Ooh, that looked good. Just 6% body fat.
Yeah.
Great aboard.
6% body fat and plays extremely strong.
Davis in transition.
DeBow into the game. R.J. Felton has returned. He's got the pumpkin now. DeBow. Luigi.
Team from just down the road in Orangeburg, feeling a little momentum on inside here near the end of the first half.
He lost sight of the rim there.
There are no 5, 6, 7-point plays in basketball. Things aren't going good.
Away.
Slow down.
And Mercer believes it should be their basketball. We'll sort it all out when we come back as the Bears are up 14. Tonight.
Off the mark was Edwards. Critical 2 minutes coming up.
These are
when you start with better ingredients, better pizza, you also get better
quality look for Johnson.
Better cheese sticks, better yummy this, and better
tracked down by Edwards.
Get into a more for just $6.99 each.
Nifty move to keep it with SC State.
Banking should make your life
2:07 left in the first half. Brown will check back in for Carolina. What do you want to see from a Gamecock perspective?
From smart account options that fit your style to flexible loans for what comes next. It means convenient ways to access and manage your money whenever you need it and wherever you're headed.
Seat on the bench
Most
for
of
the
all,
moment.
it takes great support. Someone you can count on for trusted guidance and to be there for you every step of the way. Great options, great convenience, great support for
Another
life.
motion look.
Great Southern Bank, understanding what really matters.
You had a solid retirement dream. Sell your home in a year or so.
Bulldogs.
Bank the equity, downsize, and travel. Recession.
Gary rejected by Gray.
True Hope will buy your home for its best and current value.
Great help defense that time by Gray.
Your home for as long
but Carolina's inability right now to keep the ball in front of them on the defensive end, having all kinds of problems.
Discover how
the bailout
much True
block
Hope will buy your
Josh
home
Gray.
for today. Visit TrueHope.com.
Bulldogs have to hurry.
Watch this.
Your Buick
A running
Lexus
one-hander off glass. No, Johnson the rebound.
That's so
Gamecocks in transition. Chico Carter swatted away. Hallams. Oh, he's been a magician tonight.
You brought all these players in your Buick?
Yeah.
Open look from the corner.
At the heart of every Buick
Banks with an air
SUV is
ball.
you.
Get 3.99% APR for 72 months and no monthly payments until 2023 on these Buick SUV models.
A lot of
Buick,
heavy
ranked the
traffic
#1
at
brand
the
in the
rack.
industry
No
for new
whistle
vehicle
stays
quality.
with Carolina.
But did you see Hayden Brown right there? He's saying to his teammates, let's slow down. He knows he's playing with a new set of teammates, and for the most part, guys that are in completely different roles than what they were a year ago, regardless of where they play.
Well, Lamont Paris said it best. Everybody has something to prove on this team. Everyone. From G.G. Jackson,
out of the portal.
G.G. Johnson.
Walker, who so far tonight for ECU is tallied 4 points.
Johnson was stripped.
By Ayla.
Bulldogs have it. 2-on-1.
Scored in the game, and then
up and in. DJ Bates gives the Bulldogs their first lead.
Nice job by Bates, though, to show the ball and get Jackson in the air.
That'll stop an 0-for-11 streak by Carolina. Gamecocks back in front.
Change of scenery, a little bit of experience.
Johnson is still a little gimpy
really
on that angle.
What Biela can do. Look what he
2
did.
for 1.
About half
if you had gone quick.
Of work at the JUCO level in 19 games.
Yeah, he's going to do
You keep banging the drum. Nobody's listening.
It usually takes about 6 weeks to really get into the flow of
shot clock under 8.
In years past.
Trapping pressure.
The count in the game, the LA City Player of the Year, now to R.J. Felton.
Rebounded by Jackson. Shot clock is off.
I like the hard hedge that time by Gray on the ball screen. That messed up that possession. Lamont Paris takes his use it or lose it.
I'm curious to see what coach draws up here with a team with so many new pieces. The transfers, the freshman, G.G. Jackson. What do you like?
Well, here's the thing that you have to do if you're Lamont Paris, because South Carolina State has played both man and zone. So you have to draw up something for
strong ball club,
and
that's
doubly difficult when you have a group of players that are not used to playing with each other. So can you go back out on the floor and remember, okay, what are we doing against man? What are we doing against zone? I'm going to get the ball to Gigi in the middle of the floor somehow.
And let's see if he can create. Well, Bulldogs rallying after an early 15-point deficit, and give first-year head coach Eric Martin credit here, finding ways with Hallams getting the job done on both ends.
Wow. I love the transition, but I love the unselfish play. The extra pass leads to the wide-open 3.
Again,
but their ability to get into the paint and score in the paint has been really impressive. Whether you're talking about on the half-court or in transition.
Lead of the night,
the Bulldogs, and I said this early, I thought they were getting the looks that they wanted to get.
You thought he was fouled.
And they've got a little feel offensively.
Brown wide open, up and in. Contested layup is good.
They've gone back to zone, and a nice job of finding Brown.
A flurry at the end of the half puts Gamecocks, the South Carolina Gamecocks out in front by 3. 36-33 our score. Entertaining 20 minutes in the books. Let's send you down to the halftime report. Alyssa Lang, good evening.
As we mentioned in the opening, returning 18% of
Welcome into this SEC halftime report. Roman Harper, Matt Stinchcomb, Alyssa Lang here with you. I know you're in the middle of watching hoops, but we got to talk some football because the latest CFP rankings came out just about an hour ago. So we're going to go right there and show them to you. Not really a surprise at who moves into the #1 spot in the latest edition of the CFP rankings with Georgia after their big win over Tennessee in Athens this past weekend.
How about them dogs? Who saw that coming? Let's hear that. That dog's been barking a while. That's a horse
long weekend, baby. Long weekend.
Ohio State coming in at that #2 spot after getting a win over Northwestern this past weekend, 21-7. Then at #3, the Michigan Wolverines also won this weekend, also still undefeated, beating Rutgers 52-17. Though Rutgers not necessarily impressive.
But Michigan has dismantled teams this year, and I know Penn State has been propping them up, but they have a good chance to pop their
sends it home with the block.
Sonny Dykes and the TCU Horned Frogs moving into that 4 spot after a Week 10 win over Texas Tech, a 10-point victory, 34-4.
A lot of respect for the fact that they're undefeated. You look at their quality wins.
Defensively stolen by Felton.
Big matchup this week versus the #18 Texas Longhorns for the Horned Frogs.
A look at the full top 6. Tennessee falling just out of those top 4 into the 5 spot. Now the Vols become the biggest fans of the Dogs moving forward because, of course, Tennessee is not out of this thing yet.
He's all over Hurtado defensively, poking away.
Also sitting at 8-1. Of course, that one loss coming Week 1 to the Georgia Bulldogs in that 6th spot. So plenty to discuss here. I want to get y'all's take on TCU sneaking into that top 4. Despite the Horned Frogs being undefeated, you look at Tennessee's strength of schedule, TCU's strength of schedule. The Vols are second.
Pirates will have 20 on the shot clock here.
To you
Looked like the half was going to be.
No, it doesn't matter to me because wins should matter more. TCU's undefeated. They continue to handle their business on the schedule part of it. It'll be interesting to see because if you look at FPI and all the other ranking things and machines that we have, TCU's like less than 3% chance to go undefeated. So everything's going to handle itself out.
Now I feel better. I was worried. Just because you go undefeated versus a bunch of fish, that does not matter. And I'm not saying that they're a bunch of fish. I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, who you beat does matter some, right? You're beating K-State, and you're right. Now they'll face Texas. It's kind of like last week. Everybody said you have Tennessee at #1, which is justified at the time, no doubt. But they're going to play each other, so you know. And then you got Alabama and LSU. They're going to play each other, so then you're going to know. And eventually, Michigan and Ohio State are going to play each other, so then you will know.
With a good effort.
So right now, you put TCU there.
Felton,
I'm okay with it because of what will eventually happen, in theory,
East Carolina
in the Big 12. And we know this Saturday, of course, they face Texas.
They must stay undefeated if they want to stay there. If not, and all the things start to hit the fan, Oregon will be right back in this thing at the end of the year. And how about Auburn looking at Bo Nix balling?
Yeah, man.
Interesting.
UCF in the top 25? Not easy.
Crazy to think about where we were with Bo Nix just a year ago and where we are today. All right, that's your top 6. Let's look at 7 to the remainder of the rankings, and you'll see a familiar team popping up there just outside of that top 6 of them. LSU sitting at 7-2. On the outside looking in, we know LSU's journey is certainly not over as they control their own destiny through the SEC Championship. Alabama falling back to that 9 spot, 7-2. Clemson at 8-1. There was a lot of discussion about Clemson being in that top 6 a week ago. Ole Miss still in that 11 spot right there.
You had a solid retirement dream. Sell your home in a year or so. Bank the equity, downsize, and travel.
Clemson dropping, and Clemson's been begging someone to beat them in Notre Dame, but finally took them up on it. But what's interesting, you look at 9 and 11, right? Alabama at Ole Miss this Saturday. Once again, the Southeastern Conference delivering college football fans what they want. They want playoff caliber football, and they're giving it to them once again in the regular season.
For me, it's all about LSU right now. Continue to move up the charts, continue to do whatever it takes to win ball games. The most improved team in the country so far.
You see Kentucky there at that number 24 spot, coming off of a close win over Missouri this past weekend. We got more coming your way on this SEC halftime report. Hayden Brown getting it done. I know Andrew and Trey are watching at home.
3.99% APR for 72 months and no monthly payments until 2023 on these Buick SUV models. Buick, ranked #1 brand in the industry for new vehicle quality.
'Tis the season for savings at Diamonds Direct. Join us November 11th through 13th for 20% off designer engagement rings, wedding bands, diamond fashion, gemstone jewelry, and more. With Diamonds Direct's unmatched selection, the perfect gift for yourself or the one you love is within reach. Plus, you can keep your gift merry and bright for years to come with our lifetime warranty.
Pfizer and the SEC are teaming up to remind fans to get an updated COVID-19
Find out more
shot.
information and shop
Shop
online
Academy
at
Sports and Outdoors
diamondsdirect.com.
3-day online-only sale and get up to 50% off the best brands. Buy online and pick up in store. Shop with confidence with our price match guarantee. Plus, get free shipping on most orders over $25. This 3-day sale ends Wednesday, so visit academy.com now.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light.
T-Mobile won't raise the price of your talk, text, and data.
You hear a lot about me these days, but here at the University of South Carolina, it's all about the we. The curious we, the compassionate we, the lend a hand, bend an ear we. The Rhodes Scholar winning, 80,000 head spinning, united, unstoppable, undeniable we. Because when you stand for something bigger than yourself, you can create something that benefits all.
Here in the first half is quarterback Clayton
Behold, the remarkable
shot
we.
to the end zone, and it's a jump ball for Houston's
One
Keyshawn
car
Carter,
accident.
making
Everything
a grab over
just
the defender's head.
fell
Carter
apart.
showing
My car
fight
insurance
and
dropped
mossing
me.
his
I got a
way to
ticket for driving
PED.
uninsured,
The
so
final
I couldn't
score,
drive to work.
77-63.
Now I'm behind on the rent.
SMU wins.
What's next?
At number
Need
4,
car insurance?
UCF
A bad driving record doesn't have to stop you. Get coverage for as little as $20 down with Good to Go auto insurance and proof of insurance on the spot. Visit goodtogo.com and get things back on track. Visit goodtogo.com. That's good, the number 2, go.com.
Take control of your health by boosting your force field, the immune system. With the Aura Ring, you can listen to your body's signals and raise your defenses. Aura tells you when your temperature is higher than normal, how to improve your sleep, or if your heart rate shows signs of stress, so you can decide to push yourself or to lie low. Live smarter, stronger, healthier with the Aura Ring. Aura.
To the NCAA tournament. At number Welcome 2, back into the SEC halftime report. Let's talk some more football because South Carolina is in action on the road this upcoming Saturday down in Gainesville. They'll take on Anthony Richardson and a Florida team that just went on the road to Kyle Field and got a big win over Texas A&M. Funny enough, Stinch and I will be on the call for this game, so let's talk about what we are looking forward to. Stinch, I'll start with you. What are the key matchups in the Gamecocks versus the Gators?
Well, when I look at South Carolina, what they did offensively last week versus Vanderbilt, a lot of creativity. Got Jaheim Bell the ball. They needed to because of Marshawn Lloyd being out there. Carrion Joyner took the mothballs and the bubble wrap off of him, put him in the game. He was able to contribute as well. I think the creativity, which has been needed based on what we saw from South Carolina last time out versus Missouri, a really static, slow offense. They were to inject a little bit of life in there and give Florida a little something to prepare for defensively.
Also, the quarterback must protect the football if you're South Carolina. You cannot have turnovers and continue to stay creative. I think getting Jaheim Bell the ball in all kinds of ways, throwing to him, running it, you never know what they're going to do. I love that part of South Carolina. And also special teams always plays a big part of it. They had a fake field goal or punt. Fake field goal is great for them. But Florida, it's all about Anthony Richardson, baby. When you ball, we win. Period.
We
win.
Gator now.
When you start with better
I'm everybody. Last week you were UT.
Vote for me.
Bit of a vote for the Gators as well based on what happened last season. How about Gigi Jackson, a fabulous freshman, helping the Gamecocks with a 3-point lead at the break over SC State.
We believe banking should make your life greater. It starts with affordable options to meet today's needs and tomorrow's dreams. From smart account options that fit your style to flexible loans for what comes next. It means convenient ways to access and manage your money whenever you need it and wherever you're headed. Most of all, it takes great support. Someone you can count on for trusted guidance and to be there for you every step of the way. Great options, great convenience, great support for life. Great Southern Bank. Understanding what really matters.
You had a solid retirement dream. Sell your home in a year or so. Bank the equity, downsize, and travel. Recession-proof your equity now with TrueHold. TrueHold will buy your home for its best and current value now. You bank the cash and you live in your home for as long as you. TrueHold covers all property taxes, insurance, repairs, and maintenance. Discover how much Truehold
for 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure treated pine. It doesn't have this yellow tag. You don't want it.
Every day I work hard and eat what's right for me. Isn't that right, Frank? Frank's my goat. No alarms tell me when to snack. Nice try, Kevin. I don't care about posts and likes. I mean, who am I like? Missed a spot. He always does.
Hyundai Tucson.
So my advice? Stop looking for advice. And if you want to grab a snack, grab a snack.
'Tis the season for savings at Diamonds Direct. Join us November 11th through 13th for 20% off designer engagement rings, wedding bands, diamond fashion, gemstone jewelry, and more. With Diamonds Direct's unmatched selection, the perfect gift for yourself or the one you love is within reach. Plus, you can keep your gift merry and bright for years to come with our lifetime warranty included with each purchase. Make your appointment for this must-see event. Find out more information and shop online at diamondsdirect.com.
T-Mobile won't raise the price of your talk, text, and data.
From Disney, the Here, family just crash landed into a very strange world.
The attention.
Are you okay? You're not talking to my son!
Disney's
every detail inspires future generations. It makes a difference in this arena, this one, and this one.
Mercer,
Here,
led by as many
you
as
have to sweat the small stuff, because in the SEC, it just means more.
Back in. First half, we're ECU, and we'll see if
Hey, don't forget, Wednesday night, 7 o'clock Eastern Time, right here on the SEC Network. It is Out of Pocket. Myself and Andrea Carter recapping the weekend, looking ahead, and we've got plenty of fun interviews coming your way. Just a few minutes away from getting you back out to Colonial Life Arena for the second half.
How do you feel about where you are at the break?
You feel good about some of the game and that you ended strong. The shooting of Mercer was unbelievable. I mean, when you're shooting it at 55% and had it up higher than that, they are knocking them down.
T-Mobile won't raise the price of your talk, text, and data.
It's your first game, their second game. And of course, the Purdue style is the style of Mercer. They're physical, and you got to understand that you have to be patient. ECU struggled with it, but give credit to Mercer. They played a tremendous first half. Give credit to East Carolina for staying with it and getting it under 10 at half.
Let's take a look at some of the first half highlights. For East Carolina, they got off to the fast start. Brandon Johnson knocking a couple in from deep.
And that's going to help
Try
ECU in the
Peloton risk-free
long run.
with a 30-day home trial.
Terms apply.
Shop Academy Sports and Outdoors 3-day online-only sale and get up to 50% off the best brands. Buy online and pick up in store. Shop with confidence with our price match guarantee. Plus, get free shipping on most orders over $25. This 3-day sale ends Wednesday, so visit academy.com now.
You
hear a lot about me these days, but here at the University of South Carolina, it's all about the the curious week, the compassionate week, the lend a hand, bend an ear week, the Rhodes Scholar winning, 80,000 head spinning, united, unstoppable, undeniable week. Because when you stand for something bigger than yourself, you can create something that benefits all.
And you're down.
Behold,
Mercer shoots 60% from the field. You shoot 36%. You're only down.
All right, team. We got a big project coming up.
You're even on the boards. That's really big. Great job by Mercer. 11
It all starts with ordering promotional products.
I'm on it. 4imprint makes it easy to get the logo products you're looking for. The latest in apparel, drinkware, beds, high-tech items, and more. You can be certain of getting it right at 4imprint.com.
Come on out. I'm on it.
All right, we'll take a timeout and come back with more.
4imprint, for certain.
Take control of your health
banking should make
by
your
boosting
life
your
greater.
force
It
field,
starts with
the
affordable
immune
options
system.
to meet today's
With the
needs and
Aura
tomorrow's
Ring,
dreams.
you can listen to
From
your
smart
body's
account options
signals
that fit your style
and
to
raise your
flexible loans
defenses.
for what comes
Aura
next.
tells you
It
when your
means
temperature
convenient ways
is
to
higher
access
than
and
normal,
manage your money
how to
whenever
improve
you
your
need it
sleep,
and wherever you're
or if your heart rate shows
Most of
signs
all,
of
it
stress,
takes great support.
so you can decide
Someone
to
you can
push
count
yourself
for trusted guidance
or
and to be
deny
there
low.
for you every step of the way.
Live smarter,
Great options,
stronger,
great convenience, great
healthier.
support
With
for
the
life.
Aura Ring.
Great Southern
Aura.
Bank. Understanding what really
Back
matters.
in Columbia, SC 36-33. Our scores, we get you set, ready to go for the start of our second half. Mark Wise, Roy Philpott, Gigi Jackson, a big story at 7 points, 4 boards. We take a look at our first half highlights. Got some good things done early.
Well, again, it was almost a tale of two halves in the first half. Gigi Jackson with his first made three, and then you saw him on full display. His ability to rebound, run the floor, finish in transition, and Carolina built the big lead. But here came the Bulldogs, who made some tough shots and then started gaining confidence and started scoring and getting their shots almost at will, especially in transition. They were able to eat back into this lead, and now 20 minutes to go, it's game on.
That's so you.
I got a 19-7 run to end the first half for SC State. Hallam's and Everett
players in your
really got the job done late.
So
Gamecocks still lead it by 3.
At the heart of every Buick SUV
Offense
is you.
needs to be
Get
a little
3.99% APR for 72 months and no monthly payments until 2023 on these Buick SUV models. Buick, ranked #1 brand in the industry for new vehicle quality.
When I asked Lamont Perez
from Holiday
this morning
Hills,
at
Illinois,
shoot-around, what would be his
to
focus,
Rudolph,
he
Wisconsin,
talked about quality of shot,
from
shot
Santa Claus,
quality.
Indiana,
and when South Carolina
to
State
Snowflake,
went
Arizona,
man, their shot quality went down.
from Garland,
And
Texas,
I think that's one of the things
to
they will
North
have
Pole,
talked
New
about
York,
in the locker room.
and
Against this
everywhere in
man-to-man,
between.
get better look.
We're holiday ready with fast and reliable
Second half
delivery,
underway.
serving every
the Midlands
address
and
in
Capital
America.
City. Palmetto
The
State.
United States Postal
Opening night
Service.
for Carolina. Second of 125 straight days of college basketball on ESPN networks. Brown was fouled. He'll shoot 2.
That's a more concerted effort to make sure that you get an inside touch with the first possession.
Third personal called against Justin Wilson. I just snuck that right past you with no commentary. The second day of 125 consecutive days of college
Mercer
basketball
by
on
9
ESPN
on the road in their
Allow that to
season
process.
opener.
Yes, it took me a second.
All right.
Got a really
Brown
challenging
remains perfect at the stripe.
What is there, over 3,000 games
which
total?
there's no off nights.
It's a lot of games. I think you've got half of them, too.
Right
or at least
now,
you wanted
when you
half.
look at this ball club, you got to look at the guy like Walker. He's a really
Good start
player
for Brown, the
them as a
transfer
senior.
coming in
He
from
really
the
had a
Southern
good first
Conference.
Well,
half.
let's look at more of Walker.
Okay, let's do it.
9 points to lead the Bears.
Yeah, he's a senior,
with
knows
9
what
points,
to do. He's from Elizabeth City,
lead
North
back to
Carolina.
4.
But he's had a really nice game.
As
He's
high as
6'6",
15 in the first
can
20.
shoot the basketball, can go up, get the boards. Really tough player. Did a great job for Mercer in the first half. And again, that's what it takes. That 6'6" guy that can play inside and out and knock down the free ball.
First half for him as he really shot it well from
Spin
the floor.
move. James off the mark. He'll get it back with a fresh 20 and then turn it over. Chico Carter remains at number 25 after his jersey tour. Johnson for 3. That's a big shot for the Gamecocks.
Just a wonderful give it up early by Jackson. Didn't over-dribble in transition.
From Brunswick Community College. The Pirates.
And Johnson implores the crowd to get back in it.
Rebounder. He got off to a really good start last season.
Kind of start Carolina got in the first 20.
Numbers kind of went down. He's filled out.
It just felt like things changed when Johnson went out after he turned his ankle for a moment. Quickly back on the floor. There's a 3 by Edwards.
Wow. But then look what he's done tonight.
Shooting lights out.
In just his second year. And what I really like was stepping out and knocking down threes.
7.
That really,
Jackson left wide
really
open. That's a 3.
Well, that time South Carolina State got confused. Are we in zone or are we in man?
Well, I think
and that left
Carolina,
G.G. Jackson wide open.
2
for 2 from outside the arc for number 23. Talented freshman, the 5-star prospect.
I think Cavs has got to get something eventually. And I really do believe
highest rated sign in men's basketball history here in Columbia. Off the bounce is Jones.
But these guys are all
Jones up and under.
They're all beginners here.
The box out was there. The rebound was not. James has it.
Hallam's. The Pirates actually ended up scoring more points in the paint. They took advantage of
foul
when Craig was out.
Over the back.
14 of the final 20
We talked about G.G. Jackson. Look at him give this ball up early.
Nice job by
That's a 17-year-old. We see so many older players over dribble, over penetrate.
Starters for both
and he follows
sides
that possession up with knocking down the open
the
3.
second half.
He's special. That dude is special.
You said something to me after shoot-around this morning after we spoke with G.G. extensively.
Yeah.
We talked to him for about 15 minutes. We walked away and you said, I want to buy stock in that young man.
Yes.
He is that good and he is that well-rounded in so many different ways.
This is going to be a foul over the back.
Nice
box out by Sunderland.
Of the help that G.G. Jackson is, you get a lot of attention and we're going to watch it.
Rightfully so.
It's 2 on Sean Walker.
There's a steal. Brown. Yes, sir.
It must have been. I thought it was on Walker going over the top.
But Jackson got just as excited for his teammate.
Yeah, they're going to call that on Summerlin. Wow.
Every coach wants your team to come out with great purpose in the second half. The Gamecocks have done that.
NCAAM, 5-star prospect on the left side of your screen.
As McCreary got to it.
Fought through the
He just wanted
screen.
the ball more.
Now he's in the help position.
6'3", 4 guy. 6'2", 4 guy.
Put back, no. Brown gets it to Carter.
Works hard, gets the ball. Watch here. He gets it, then he just gets to the basket quicker and tries to finish. And he's a good free throw shooter.
Jackson was calling for it. 3 on the other side is no good. It'll stay on this end. Is there anything you want to see differently from G.G. Jackson with what we've seen thus far? 10 points, 4 boards, and a dime.
I'm going to say no, and I'm going to say it like this. He doesn't force the game. He allows the game to come to him. So rare for such a young player.
I was shaking my head when I saw it leave his hand. I didn't think it was.
It floated in.
Originally a member of the 2022
he's open.
class. Yep. Wide open here. Now in 2023.
Southpaw takes aim.
Wow. He is set to shine.
By 10.
And he'll let you know about it, too.
Actually, Sunderland earning his way into the rotation.
Timeout called by Eric Martin.
Green by Felton.
G.G. Jackson can do a little bit of everything. The two-handed flush. Now with 12 points in his debut.
By the way, a new high for Small with that three-point hit.
Here,
he's now
Saturdays
got 9.
don't just happen. Saturdays are in the details. It takes
he blew the bunny inside to the big man.
The bounces, the flips,
Small.
and the flights. The bulldog, the beat, the
great job by Devon Small. The returning point guard has done a great job carrying the ball from
every detail counts.
And again,
Pfizer and
now the
SEC
game is
are
beginning
teaming
to
up to
match up a
remind
little
fans
bit
to get
better.
an updated
But you got to understand the first
COVID-19
half,
shot.
ECU had not played a ball game. But give credit to Mercer. Their talent level is really good. This game is now a ball game.
That's the second on Hurtado.
Yeah. Great job by
T-Mobile won't raise the price of your talk, text, and data.
On an angsty Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
Has been a big part of
wow,
this run.
Dr. Pepper, 0 sugar?
Yeah. Knocks in the foul shot, and he's got a dozen.
You think you took quarter drink regular Dr.
You're in
Pepper?
a ball game, and your fans
I bet you
have
think
to
it
get
tastes
in this stuff.
Yeah. I'll be the judge of that.
Student section, and the Pirate fans here starting to make a little more noise. Hurtado, McQuarrie, post extended.
I think I was projecting my
It's a
insecurities.
left-hand hook, wild miss.
Dr. Pepper,
ECU
the one
comes
fans
away with it.
deserve.
Oh, the perfect massaging shampoo. We trained to hit 7.
Johnson on the way to the
7
basket.
pressure
Got
points, 2
hammered.
hands.
Yeah, the
1
transition game is where Coach Mike Swartz wants to get going.
Right here,
nice
people.
Halftime adjustments on the defensive end. His kids are really playing hard. And again,
well, make sure you don't forget about our featured SEC volleyball matchup Friday night. Reagan Rutherford and Adonna Rollins lead number 20 Kentucky against Mississippi State down in Starkville. Coverage begins 9 Eastern, 8 Central. Right here on the SEC Network, also on the ESPN app. Gamecocks 4 for 5 from inside the arc to start the second half. The lead swells to 11 thanks in part to G.G. Jackson.
Well, again, he can impact the game in so many ways. His anticipatory skills on defense. He's shown a better stroke tonight than I've seen in some highlight reels. But he is an elite finisher around the rim. Nifty little slip action on the out-under.
I like putting you on the spot, asking what would you change about the debut, and you said nothing, and I think rightfully so.
Mark last year, now an assistant at Kansas.
I don't expect him to average 20 a night. But I do think he's a double-double machine waiting to happen most games.
I think it's going to be Sunderland.
Out of the timeout, 7-0 run for Carolina in the last 3 minutes.
Effort right now by East Carolina.
Carolina has changed up their
starting their offense about 10
ball screen coverage.
Well, Hallam's was wide open because Johnson
and the point guard
is hurting. And the ankle that turned in the first half appears to be bothering him once again.
don't know, Roy. It looks to me like
this is more team fouls rather on the Pirates this half.
Well, if so, that would be.
Yeah, that's good news.
That would be very good news. I think you're right.
You can't switch on him.
Pick and roll, run to perfection.
Yeah, nice job, and that's on the inbounds play. Great job by
just tuning in on a fast break. Ended up with a dunk by
Greg
G.G.
Gary,
Jackson.
What a slick
near
call
the end
that
of the
was. Pretty dump down.
Oh,
BJ!
Serves it up! Left the court momentarily, went back to the locker room, then returned. Changed shoes in the process.
Got to keep the crowd in it right now, but I love the job out here by DiMaggio on the great point guard right now.
He's putting some pressure on Hurtado. Oh, the big guy fell to the floor.
Hurtado is so good at the point or the two.
Walker with the spin, the score. He'll go to the line.
Now, Meechie Johnson coming in from Ohio State. Played in 43 games in Columbus, 5 starts.
A couple of NCAA tournament you don't have anybody big on the weak side to stop
this season.
And then the other end,
absolutely
Johnson comes through with the transition dunk. Nice job by both teams.
Paris's team in scoring.
Third on Debunze there.
So
Walker will come in and replace him for the Pirates.
Cramping on the right side. He rolled his ankle on the right side.
I certainly don't want to speculate any more than that, but try to walk it off the court under his own power.
Not sure what happened there, but they're looking at something. Maybe he got it in the face.
Well, it looks like that for the Pirates, Debunze is bleeding from the nose, and maybe there's some blood out on the floor over there. That looks like that's the case.
Now, certainly things change. First half when Johnson left the court. Let's see what happens with an 8-point lead.
So Nate Clark, the excellent trainer.
What does South Carolina State
one of the best
do with
Meechie
out of the game?
ECU is
down the floor with pressure.
Just really good at it.
Started
Zach Davis back
Ronnie
on the court,
Barnes.
another freshman. Nearly turns it over. Contact and a foul called against the Bulldogs. That'll be Brown's third.
For a number of years. I mean, there was really no such thing as
that was a fortunate play. Young
at the level it was before Ronnie Barnes.
Well, Ronnie
made
Barnes,
an ill-advised pass against the pressure
together here, and Ronnie was in our class, and he even told us then. We had a class in. I said, Ronnie, what do you want to do with it? You love training. He said, "Oh, I'm going all the way up." I mean, he knew then. He was out of Wilson fight.
G.G. Jackson to the point.
He was out of Wilson fight.
Asked him about his top skill. He said, running the floor. He's got the handles as well.
Businesses all over New York City to help people with injuries. He is an unbelievable
Davis with a pass. And a blocking foul called against SC State.
11 for Walker, now a dozen.
I thought one of the things that happened in the first half when South Carolina State
is high 18 against VMI.
South Carolina over-dribbled.
Good to see Cobb returning.
Catch the ball and evaluate. Don't catch the ball and put it on the deck immediately.
Accepting a pass,
Fourth foul,
hobbled, but he's back out there
Justin
now.
Wilson.
22 for
March
Mercer.
to his bench. He'll bring in Jordan Simpson.
Drinks fell on the floor.
Cox have it.
That's one of the things.
Brown wants to go to work. Specializes in that right there. Creative finish at the rim.
Again, takes advantage of a little bit of a mismatch. Guys that are not used to guarding in the post.
Leading scorer with 13. Hayden Brown.
Well, as we mentioned, the Pirates statistically lost a lot. A lot of punch on offense. Felton, the leading returning scorer, just over 5. Johnson, the leading rebounder. He spent a lot of the year in the American.
3 ball off the mark. Davis, the high-energy player.
Led the Pirates in block shots the last couple of years.
Now think about what we're saying. That's what you have.
Carter baseline. Off glass.
Really makes a difference.
He's got 5.
In transition, look early and look opposite.
Lead back to 12. Bulldogs push. Goaltending.
30.4% of their rebounding.
And a timeout on the floor when we come back.
Small, though, has been very impressive.
How about the first hire made by head coach Lamont Paris? Some love for the captain, Kerry Rich, Columbia's own. Back of the house.
He's played extremely well tonight. That dunk kind of got him going.
He was highly touted when he came in, but when you're playing behind Christian Newton, you don't get a lot of airtime, you know?
So?
The new iPhone 14 Pro. It's amazing.
Yes, the camera is incredible. And you'll get our best deal.
Nice, but everyone should get it.
Everyone can get it.
Every new customer.
And every existing customer.
Every iPhone.
Every iPhone.
Every iPhone.
Every iPhone.
Okay, my work here is done. Everyone gets the best deal. Every iPhone.
Maybe get it going.
Best one yet.
Not only in this game tonight,
everyone gets AT&T's best deals on every iPhone, including up to $800 off iPhone 14 Pro.
It has the ability to do it.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it.
When it comes to insurance, it's important to have a plan that fits you.
Get a plan that's too big.
That's not going to fit.
Can you may pay for insurance you don't need?
Fellas. Small is out there with Walker, Johnson.
And a plan that's too small can leave you without adequate protection.
Inbounds.
At Shelter Insurance, our agents help you design a plan that meets your needs, so it's just right for you. Insurance that fits just right, so you can kick back and relax. Find an agent at shelterinsurance.com to get started.
Trying to drop it off. Good hands. McCreary coming up the steal. Now he'll dribble. And finish. Anybody on this roster with the exception of Greg has the green light to, when they get a steal, go. When they get a rebound,
if you're leaning into tradition, tailgating in top form, and cheering at the top of your lungs, Regions is right there with you. Regions, official bank of the SEC.
Going against the Bears.
10-point lead for the home team. The Gamecocks leading SC State. Mark Wise, Roy Philpott back in Columbia. Told you going out to break. Kerry Rich named the special assistant of the head coach, Lamont Paris, his first official hire. Former Gamecock captain, started his career at Western Carolina. You see the dimes drop, tremendous in the community here in the Midlands of South Carolina. Instrumental in recruiting circles as well, giving back. You see him here with P.J. Dozier and Sedarius Thornwell. Here, Metropolitan South Carolina, and Coach Rich be a part of this staff. I know, huge deal for him, but those that have been involved in high school basketball in this state know Kerry Rich. They call him the captain very well. Two-time team captain, his final 2 years here. Just so well connected, and I think behind the scenes will do a great job assisting Coach Paris moving forward. And look, if you played ball in Columbia like I did growing up, AC Flora High School, you remember Kerry when he was at C.A. Johnson, just wheeling and dealing, getting it done.
How did those games work out for you?
Well, C.A. Johnson was pretty good. We were pretty good at AC Flora. I really didn't play a lot of varsity hoops. I was more on the JV team. Kerry got it done in a much different way than I ever could think about. Inside, there's a bucket by Simpson, but great to see him shoot around today, and he's excited to be a part of this staff. And
when you start with better ingredients, better
so
pizza,
much to him.
you also get better
Sanford inside was fouled. Count the bucket.
And all of a sudden, the action goes 94 feet. You're going to have, I'll remind you later in the year, ask me about my Jack Givens.
We believe banking should make your life greater. It starts with affordable options to meet today's needs and tomorrow's dreams. From smart account options that fit your style to flexible loans for what comes next. It means convenient ways to access and manage your money whenever you need it and wherever you're headed. Most of all, it takes great support. Someone you can count on for trusted guidance and to be there for you every step of the way. Great options, great convenience, great support for life. Great Southern Bank, understanding what really matters.
Oh, how about this?
You had a solid retirement dream. Sell your home in a year or so.
With that wingspan.
You just got really excited.
Oh, I love the change of defense.
Now with True
Jackson Manning in the middle.
For its best and current value.
Out of bounds? How about a turnover?
And you live in your
Credit
home.
that turnover to Lamont Paris.
True
change
covers
of defense.
All property taxes, insurance, repairs, and maintenance.
On the point.
Discover how much True will buy your home.
A lot of arms to try to get a pass over.
Here he is with his hand.
For adventure. For climbing.
And a
for
foul.
splashing.
Gets
for
scary.
towing.
From up above, here's the 1-3-1. It's easy to see. Davis in that frame chasing the ball.
Premium
that ball
and
got
capable.
tipped,
That's professional grade.
Nothing good when you drive the baseline against the
1-3-1 APR financing for 72 months and no monthly payments until 2023 on select
Would you run
Sierra
that
light duty
defense
models.
again on the next possession?
Yes.
Why not? Davis stepped out the other side.
Really haven't seen a lot of that.
If you do what feels right, then own your style. Phillips One Blade. Your style made simple. There's always a way to make life better.
On cue, the 1-3-1.
Let's take a trip around the American. All of this action.
Davis got a fingertip on it. Also got some wrist.
Cincinnati part of the
pick up the personal. That's his first.
It'll be more important for him at the point on the 1-3-1 to play the passing lane than pressure the ball. Utilize your length
this weekend
as a strength.
Is that hard to instruct a freshman on that concept?
Yes.
I would think so.
Eye opener their side.
Yeah, with Dunn and Batman for Temple, they're expected to be strong.
Austin nearly turned it over. Open three, corner. There it is. Gary.
Defensively in their opening game.
But the way you beat a 1-3-1 is with ball reversal and finding the opposite corner.
Half, Bears are shooting just 3 of 9.
Yeah, it's going to be against
Gary connects.
Felton.
Back to an 8-point affair. Season opener for both sides.
All of a sudden, we've got a little bit of a chess match going. Changing of defenses.
Jackson tried to pass it in traffic, turns it over. Alston, wild shot, no. Jackson the rebound. Lost it again. The block.
Transfer, 4-star.
He's stuffing the stat sheet on this possession in kind of a weird way.
Inside the
nice
big guy.
recovery by Carolina to go man-to-man, though.
But they get the wild scramble rebound to the Bears. Inside.
Well, they're going to try and isolate.
Rolled out on him there.
GG on top defensively.
As solid as he was offensively here, he's
in scary.
A little bit of trouble.
Held his own. Gives up the 3. Gary connects. Back-to-back threes.
Nice call offensively.
So his first 6 points come at an opportune time for the road team. Lead down to 6, make it 5.
Power forward at 6'7" is going over East Carolina.
This is eerily similar to the first half.
He's done that all night long, and give him credit. He's strong and he's tough.
Foul top of the key. We remind you, coming up on Saturday, another college football triple header. Vanderbilt and Kentucky at noon. Will Levis trying to get things cooking for the Cats. Gamecocks travel down to Gainesville. Shane Beaver, year 2, doing a great job. A&M and Auburn, SEC Saturday night primetime matchup. 2 teams trying to get to bowl eligibility. Gamecocks and Gators. A lot of people watching tonight. Very curious on what will transpire in the Swamp.
How massive his hands are.
We are as well.
Where are you this Friday?
Cincinnati. Davis inside.
I'm telling you, man, he's the real deal.
This is a good-looking freshman.
He is not one of those multi-year, long-term projects.
Get the message to Davis that they're in man-to-man.
Especially in the SoCon.
And I think he felt like he was on the point.
Coach Gary told us earlier.
Gary, the no-look dish.
Hey, he's not.
And I believe a technical foul was just called.
Now that is
Davis's drive.
Game too. Think about that.
Finish.
We're almost 5 minutes gone by in the second half, and he gets his first.
And then on the other end, confusion for the freshman, but I think there was a technical for hanging on the rim.
Of course, East Carolina's going small, so you don't feed
Chuck Jones with the whistle, talking things over with Steven Anderson, and yes, in fact, that was the call.
Bo banging with him underneath.
So Chico Carter to the free throw line on the other end.
Remember, he missed a free throw on the technical in the first half.
You're going to have to hoist it. That's your problem.
The reason that was called is because Everett actually did a pull-up.
For 3 with the time.
And that you cannot do. I think
the
officials will give you a lot of leeway if you're just hanging and just kind of watching underneath you.
And some good officiating there. Chuck Jones was talking.
Watch the pull-up.
Looked good to me.
Well, he just told Davion Everett, hey, you can't do that. Right. In a very meaningful conversation, Davion said, okay, good to know.
Steps back, releases.
Gamecocks get it back. 7-point lead, approaching 12 to play. Nearly stolen by Alston.
Well off. That should be a pretty easy.
Some Carolina fans on the first row.
See at the corner.
Bulldogs have good energy tonight.
See it on
the season opener.
Oh, yeah,
rolling through the lineup.
He also had Hurtado in his face, so he had to kind of change his trajectory a little bit on that.
Yeah. Oh, it's unbelievable. He made it. He made it. Again, call the bank
trying to figure things out with Michi Johnson on the bench.
Backdoor cut. Dump off to Brown. Brown! Got 15.
Nice job by Jacoby Wright playing off 2 feet.
Pirates are 6 of 22 now.
Raise your hand if you have Hayden Brown leading the free world in field goal percentage. Game into his South Carolina career. That's an offensive foul. Carter hit the deck on the moving screen.
Which has been a good thing offensively. And look,
Coach, we like dropping dimes in a season opener, don't we?
Yeah, again, the backdoor look, but then the extra pass. Brown finishes, and hey, we've got a good one in Columbia.
We talked all day, you and I. Where is it going to come from? Who's going to do it? And he's doing the same thing. He's doing everything.
I saw you move in, and I wanted to welcome you to the neighborhood with some homemade biscuits.
Oh, that's so nice.
And a little tip. Guy could help you save on home.
That's right.
Cookies.
Up 2 possessions here.
A little nutmeg in there?
Oh, it's my mum's secret recipe.
You can tell me.
It's a secret.
Is it cinnamon?
It's my mum's secret recipe.
Call Geico and see how easy saving on homeowners and condo insurance can be.
Tough angle for Robertson. Going to be ECU.
And that's where DeBow helped him. He pretty much neutralized the inside game. Good job by Luther. Great defense by East Carolina.
T-Mobile won't raise the price of your talk, text, and data.
Where does it come from?
Shop Academy Sports and Outdoors 3-day online-only sale and get up to 50% off the best brands. Buy online and pick up in-store. Shop with confidence with our price match guarantee. Plus get free shipping on most orders over $25. This 3-day sale ends Wednesday, so visit academy.com now.
Venture X card from Capital One gives you premium travel benefits, like 2 times miles on every purchase.
The noise canceling. You're being too loud.
Thank you. It's on the arm and the body on the shot.
Good choice. I like your number.
Earn 5 times miles on flights.
Going up?
And 10 times miles on hotels through Capital One Travel. Plus, get access to over 1,300 airport lounges. And maybe see the one and only Taylor Swift. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
It didn't get a dunk.
SEC basketball returns as we continue our second half in Columbia. 58-49. Gamecocks leading SC State out of the MEAC. Mark Wise, Roy Philpott, G.G. Jackson has been one of the stars of the show so far tonight. 5-star freshman, reclassified, and now one of the top freshmen in the SEC this year in a very talented class.
Yeah, Brandon Miller, 14 and 13 last night. Julian Phillips at 8 and 6. We'll see G.G. Jackson tonight. Cason Wallace was sensational for Kentucky last night. 15 points, 8 rebounds, and 9 assists. And it's a very deep class.
If you go and you look at the number of ESPN top 100 players the conference is signed, it is right there at the top of the list with the most ESPN 100 players
How about that
in this cycle. And so that tells you the infusion of talent after what we saw last year, especially in the regular season. It's back and it's better than ever.
Craig, way out. This is the closest the Pirates have been since the first half.
And defensively,
G.G. Johnson back on the floor.
Going to be a reach-in called on Small. Here's a look at DeBow, the steal, and the
Sparkman also.
Nice job by DeBow on the defense
for Carolina for the first
time. And then to finish like a guard,
14 in white,
going way up. Nice job.
But he made a lot of sensational plays.
Really picked up
their exhibition schedule.
And I know
Brown was fouled.
Coach Schwartz has got to be happy.
The attractor of fouls, block to block, Hayden Brown.
Raekwon Brown just picked up his 4th foul. Hayden Brown back to the stripe. 5 for 5 from the field. 5 for 6 at the line for number 10 in white.
Let's keep this in mind, Roy. That's the 7th team foul on South Carolina State. Make it the 8th.
78% from
Carolina is shooting the bonus.
Yeah, he's the real deal.
Meanwhile, the Gamecocks have only committed 2 fouls in this half.
Look, he's your all-conference guy. You know, that's something you got to have to win close.
South Carolina shooting 47% from the floor. Brown off the mark. Big possession now for SC State.
Got 5 points tonight. The count, or rather small, beg your pardon, and bothered just enough.
A foul be called against Josh Gray.
By Craig, who has logged a lot of minutes here in the second half.
Reason to be pressuring the ball by Josh Gray, 18 feet
underneath.
His 3rd.
Walker,
you're big enough.
Popped
play
in
a
the
step
face.
Ball,
sure did.
Make a guy shoot a mid-range jumper.
Got away with it too.
Yep.
Second season in Columbia for Gray, the transfer from LSU.
Bucket by Quiones on the putback.
Edwards has it.
Mercer back 6. You look at the Bears.
And 7 points tonight. Make it 10 from distance.
That is nasty.
Rebounds. Look at the Pirates.
59-52.
Wanted to walk, and I thought he was right.
Bulldogs not going away.
Call, but I thought, and when you look up, you'll see the
Sparkman to Brown.
In the face. That's tough.
Off glass.
The weak side,
Hayden Brown.
I'm throwing it into Hayden Brown every possession. I'm playing through Brown right now.
He's got 18 points in his debut.
He's been there before, hasn't he?
Yeah. Well, you stay with him until he gets 4. He might pull him, but you don't have to.
You're going to.
I
foul.
Stay with it.
That's great. That's number 4, and it is.
This late in the second half. Then if he gets his 4th, you pull him and you bring him back.
Take another look.
There's LeCount. Now
at
Johnson,
the 3 ball, the nasty sidestep, if you will.
His
Ooh, is that good
high? Now
Edwards.
he set his high as a Pirate with 17.
Personal, not Gray.
Now ECU has gone small.
A relatively clean game because these two teams,
you go inside
team is in double figures in terms of turnovers.
Small defending Jones. Walker with
Austin Jr. from Columbia.
Goes downhill, swatted away by Johnson. Coming up with it, Robertson though. Angles in the air, hits and scores.
But if you look on the floor,
Lamont
ECU
Paris
is
is trying to manage Michi Johnson.
6'2", 6'5".
With the injuries he's dealing with to the finish line.
Small.
Gamecocks did outscore SC State 12-10 with him on the bench. That's in the second half.
Part of this mini 6-0 spurt. There's the rejection.
But see what happens. There's nobody inside.
Almost at the halfway point.
They're just too big. I mean, they're just bigger.
But it's almost automatic.
Johnson hit with his
Johnson goes out. The Bulldogs go down the floor and pressure. Now they back off. I wonder if that's because of the 18 foul.
There's a three.
Back to the zone.
Tipped in, though, by the springy R.J. Felton.
Well, if anything, you get a lot of good looks on film to dissect the next couple of days before Clemson comes to town.
Yeah, the move to zone is designed to get the ball out of Hayden Brown's hand.
Pirates had it to 2, now trail by 5. Mercer's largest
double team.
16.
Davis stepped out again.
Short. There'll be Walker charged.
Got to have better awareness.
Is there something to be said about that, where you get all kinds of different looks at different times? Your team learns a little bit earlier how to deal with those transitions.
Every November game is a learning process.
Yeah.
Every single one.
A good crew is efficient. That's why Carvana's crew of experts created a 100% online experience.
I like the adjustment by Eric Martin. Okay, we can't guard Hayden Brown, so let's go zone.
Sounds like I'm getting a new car.
If you're just tuning in, Chico Carter wearing 25 in white tonight after his jersey was torn
but the crew at Carvana
in the first
created
half.
A great way.
Edwards launching and connecting, and I tell you, he has been red hot in the second half.
My goodness.
So, fill your car and feel like a real one.
It's in my nose.
Charlestown,
you had
West
a solid
Virginia.
retirement dream.
Sean Edwards.
Sell your home in a year or so. Bank the equity.
Lead down to
downsize
5.
and travel. Recession-proof your equity now with TrueHold. TrueHold will buy your home.
Jackson calling for it. Davis gets it.
Now.
Corner 3, no. Gray the rebound and a fresh 20. Sparkman off the pump fake. Beats a big fella.
And maintenance. Discover how much TrueHold.
Again, Josh Gray with that second chance opportunity and then gets rewarded.
You done
Lamont
yet?
Paris told us
It's 2 a.m.
3 different ways, 4 different times. Every
You're
time
not paying me
Sparkman has been on the floor, he
if
makes
you really
winning
want to
plays.
see something new, why not change those shades that have been broken
They're
for the
going to have
past
to
2
give
years?
him some help with Edwards.
Let's tap the Thumbtack app, and in a matter of seconds, we'll find a pro to install new
Gary
shades.
the step back. He connects.
It's contagious
Thumbtack,
right
you can
now.
easily
My
find
goodness.
top-rated
Lead
professionals
down
for
to
every
4.
home project. Thumbtack, the easy way to
SC
care for
State
your
now
home.
10 of 18 from distance.
Udemy.
No matter how you say it, it's a top online learning destination.
If you're on the
with thousands of
perimeter,
courses.
every time you pass, you have to
Around
take
the
up
world,
slack.
we're helping people
You have to
achieve
get
their
closer
goals.
to
I
the
learned
arc.
Python and became a software engineer.
Udemy can help you start a new career.
Carter left wide
Learn
open.
something new.
Whatever you want to learn, discover the perfect course for
Sparkman
you.
turns it over
Udemy.
and then fouls
Udemy.
What have
Gary
you always wanted to learn?
on the flyby. His second. And Lamont Paris, a quick word.
Patrick Johnson, along with Cy Seymour and our entire crew. Mercer by 5. Look around the American. Penny Hardaway getting an extension. And Frank Haithis,
Much like the first half. South Carolina State has dug themselves a hole and are trying to climb out.
Trailed by 15 in the first, then recapture the lead. Gamecocks have been in control until the last 2 minutes here in the second half.
Yeah, great coach that was there.
So watch the hedge on the ball screen now.
I think it's hard with
this one's going up.
Portal stuff.
Jackson, strong rebound.
Sasser in Houston, see what they are expected from them. That's a Final Four caliber team.
Yes.
Of course, Coach Lanier.
Beautiful pump fake, Carter the floater. Jackson, up and in, and the foul.
Great coaches all over the league. It's always been that way. Now you have a chance to cut it a 3. That's an interesting stat this half.
I just think Jackson has such an instinctive feel for rebounding. This time it's on the weak side after the miss from the corner. Jackson is there. Johnny on the spot. Take another look. Here's the miss. Jackson on the weak side for the and one. Carolina at home, up 6.
Shop Academy Sports and Outdoors 3-day online-only sale and get up to 50% off the best brands. Buy online and pick up in store. Shop with confidence with our price match guarantee. Plus, get free shipping on most orders over $25. This 3-day sale ends Wednesday, so visit academy.com now.
When you get a chip in your windshield, trust Safeway.
This couple was headed to the farmer's market. When they got a chip, they drove to Safeway for a same-day repair. And with their insurance, it was no cost to them. That's service the way you need it.
Safelite Repair, Safelite Replace.
I think Bama's going to win it all this year. Now, I know that's a bold statement this early. Bold statement? That's a statement. They bold. A bold statement will be going into Tuscaloosa wearing purple. A bold statement will be going into a sports bar in Gainesville and yelling, hunker down your hairy dogs. There. A bold statement would be telling Nana Lynn that you don't like a green bean casserole.
To Johnson. He'll take a 3.
Well, I don't. That's a bold statement.
Both teams hustling after. I'm telling you right now,
William Shatner here. It's the Medicare annual enrollment period, and this year it's simple. 1, before the deadline, call the number below. 2, check your zip code for a Medicare Advantage plan with prescriptions, dental care, and the benefit that adds money back to your Social Security check every month. 3, you'll find out what you're eligible for. AP is a deadline.
He said pension,
I called to find a plan that covers more of my dental expenses.
I call every year to make sure my doctor is still in my plan.
I called to find a plan with lower copays. I called to see if my zip code has a plan with the benefit that adds money back to my Social Security check.
I call every year to make sure my plan's copays didn't go up.
Millions of people have called the Medicare Coverage Helpline. You should too. AEP has a deadline, so don't delay. Call now.
Call 1-800-821-6476. That's 1-800-821-6476
He had great grades in high school. Good.
Now, don't forget, coming up tonight, SEC Inside grants you an all-access pass to Tennessee, Georgia, Alabama, LSU. The game's played from this past Saturday, 11:30 Eastern, the place to be, right here on SEC Network and also the ESPN app. Lead is 6. Sean Edwards, preseason All-MEAC, showing you why tonight with the deep range.
Eric Martin said to us earlier today he'd like to get a little bit more from Edwards. Well, Edwards is delivering in a big-time way. 3 of 4 from bonus land, and most of these are just nasty looks. But he's been clutch down the stretch. As a matter of fact, South Carolina State 7 of 9 from bonus land in the second half.
10 of 19 overall. Gary has his first 3 threes in the second half. Edwards now with 13. And getting it done to keep SC State as the hang-around team.
Makes it. We're tied.
That's Eric Martin, his first season in Orangeburg.
22 for Brandon Johnson.
Longtime assistant to Bob Huggins in West Virginia. Lamont Paris making his head coaching debut in Columbia tonight in the SEC. After a great stint at Chattanooga the last 5 years, including a tournament berth in the Big Dance a season ago. Jackson just connected on 3 the hard way, and his number's starting to bloom. He's got 15.
He's hurt, but you better get up tonight because you're on the road.
Felton,
Jacoby Wright gets the Edwards assignment. There's the hard edge.
Walker's played a great ball game. Now you come back. See, I would have never gotten.
Nice job by Gray.
Everett has it, the pump fake, and the block by Gray.
Here's the 3 that tied it.
Watch this move.
Game within the game.
Right
that
now.
Possession was won when Gray made Edwards give the ball up.
Back to live action here.
Back to the zone.
Jackson.
Got to find Jackson in the middle.
Right in the middle. That's where I was going with it. He'll send it outside to Wright.
Went off the count, but apparently they're going to
floater for Wright.
He's
got a
better look though, because Jackson gets a touch in that underbelly of the 2-3.
Nice pass over from Javon, and then the big block on Felton. Craig making the big play. What a great play to have. But Javon
Gray called for the personal.
To
his 4th.
Johnson was just a big time.
Gray did such a good job on the hard hedge and then recovers. Didn't go for the ball fake, blocks the shot, and that leads to a much better possession on the offensive
end on the way up
for the home team.
got to draw the charge here.
McCreary to the left hand. It's going to be goaltending.
Again, great defensive effort by Mercer. ECU couldn't get the good shot.
I'm sorry, Roy. If I'm Jacoby Wright, I'm not letting Edwards get the ball back.
Strong finish at the rim. Hallam's got there.
Young man from South Florida just finished.
He's got 15. Lead down
Mercer
to
back
7.
up by 2.
Cox will slow things down for a moment.
Johnson thought, I guess the count was going to cut there, and he did not.
Jackson calling for it far side. He'll get it.
Out. He thought he was going in for the layup.
Now going to work.
And so you've
Foul
had
call.
2 straight turnovers.
Jackson penetrated.
That's a young team. That's the kind of things that happen.
Carolina the bonus. You mentioned that early.
The guys back in the game.
Now the double bonus moving forward. That's a big deal for a team trying to hold on to this lead.
Makes those silly little bump fouls.
McCreary stepped out.
3 opportunities at the free throw line.
McCreary and Hurtado.
Jackson, 15.7 rebounds, a block, and an assist. He told us today,
Grant and
grew up thinking he was going to be a quarterback. Played quarterback through middle school. He had kind of a freakish knee injury. Like, maybe I don't want to do that.
But remember, he said, I got hit.
Greg
you asked him how that
feels.
He said, I don't like that.
Yeah, he cringed just reflecting on that memory. It was not pleasant. Of course, his mom went to South Carolina. Mom wanted him to stay home even when he committed to UNC.
Oh, yeah.
And she just shook him up a little bit and told him, even when he was committed to that school in North Carolina, you're going to be a Gamecock. You're going to come back here. And lo and behold, Mom was right, as she typically is.
Sends it out of bounds.
He called you yes, sir. That bothered you, didn't it?
I don't want to feel that old. I told him that. He called me yes, sir, like 4 more times. Hallam's a dump off. Good look inside. Contested layup, no for Wilson. Tapped out. It'll stay on this end. But he does have a great personality. I think that's one thing Carolina fans are going to understand as we go through the season. SEC fans are going to appreciate as we go through the year. He's got a humble nature. His dad's a pastor. Edwards is short. Hallam's corrals a rebound. And a foul call. Put Hallam's at the strike.
Nobody back.
I thought this was a good call because Carolina's defender did not stay vertical.
Josh Gray just fouled out, by the way.
Small.
Take another look. The long miss leads to a second shot opportunity. I'm not so sure that the foul, though, wasn't on G.D. Jackson.
I would agree.
And I think Josh Gray has figured that out.
Great dribble drive.
It was scored as a foul on Gray.
It's going to be the young
gotta come
man
out.
from McCreary.
But I agree, watching that, it looked like Jackson clipped him. So Gray, see his night come to a close. Tonight. 4 points, 6 rebounds. I think you'll take that if you're Lamont Paris, right?
Coaching staff at ECU and the players. This has been a ball game.
Hallam's 84% at the line this season.
Pirates first lead since nearly 2 minutes in.
But if you're Mercer,
SC State roster with 9 newcomers this season.
And that's what they're doing. They're going to go inside.
Eric Martin said, you need to play hard, be aggressive. I think they've shown that tonight for a roster that, for the guys that have stayed here the last 4 years, especially Edwards, they played for 3 different coaches.
Inside of 8 minutes to go, the Pirates battled back. And they lead
First
by
11
1.
games for the Bulldogs this year are on the road. Also a difficult schedule coming up.
Start with better ingredients, better pizza. You also get better papadillas, better cheese sticks, better yummy this.
Gamecocks have an interesting schedule. We mentioned Clemson comes to town for their second game. That's Friday this week. Corner 3 is there. That was Jacoby Wright.
You had a solid retirement dream. Sell your home in a year or so. Bank the equity.
Gamecocks then go to a tournament. They'll see Colorado State in a well-coached club. Right out of the gates as well. Nico Medved, Chip Furman before made his trip out west. Foul inside. That'll put Justin Wilson at the line.
Insurance.
Rotation was way too late.
Discover how much Truehold will buy your home for today. Visit Truehold.com.
We believe banking should make your life greater. It starts with affordable options to meet today's needs.
I do like dissecting early season schedules. What do you think about this?
Well, again, that Colorado State game is game one of a 3-game set. It means convenient ways to access and manage your money whenever you need it.
But I love the road trip.
Most of all, it takes great support. Someone you can count on for trusted guidance and to be there for you every step of the way. Great options, great convenience, great support for life. Great Southern Bank, understanding what really matters.
And not playing in the kennel is not a road game. Yes, it is. If you go to Spokane, that's a road game.
That's a road game.
Okay, period. Okay? But I love the fact that teams are willing to go on the road and play that way.
Well, the sport, it's healthy for the nature of college basketball.
Yes.
To start, to create interest,
professional grade,
to generate ratings. And remember, hey, we've got stars coming back this year.
For 72 months.
I think it's a
no
big
monthly
deal.
Payments until 2023 on select Sierra light duty models.
He hasn't played yet, but he's shooting for something that we haven't seen since Ralph Sampson.
Can I quote my guy real quick? There's only one way, says Pat Bradley. The Sheep way. Brown back to the line. Oscar Sheep way. Yeah. Will you see him Friday night? You think he'll play?
No.
Okay.
But I don't base that on anything. He hasn't played in an exhibition, didn't play last night. Wheeler also
Pirates
out.
in the second half. Brandon Johnson.
Damian Collins.
He is small, let him back. 22 tonight for BJ.
Well, the other part, look at the defense.
Brown, all he's done tonight,
in the second
18
half,
points. Missed a couple of free throws here as of late, but he has been the offense that Lamont Paris has needed him to provide and be.
Boy, speaking of Kentucky, Jacob Toppin. He's going to be an all-conference performance.
You're going to be in games.
Are you on the record with that?
I'm on the record.
Defense and he's in a game. And if you
did you vote that way in your preseason ballot?
I did.
Okay.
All you got to do is alert. Look at Gary, Coach
Lead
Gary,
back to 10.
Mercer, same kind of guy. Just physical.
Brown with 19.
Basketball.
Little three-win, just false action, really. Again, the hard hedge has made a difference defensively.
Spin by Alston, and he connects.
Wow.
These are mean as far as the foul shooting goes.
The visitors.
Looking good on an early one. Has kind of a knack to score. Very
tough shot takers,
defensively.
tough shot makers.
He's going to be a
6 back to the zone.
He's going to be a nightmare, yeah.
Quick look for Carter. Well, executed by Jacoby Wright.
Johnson coming away with the rebound, his 6th of the night to lead.
Jackson is there, top of the key.
Big when you miss now, especially under 4.
How about the pass? First miss by Brown.
How about the freshman here down the stretch?
Opportunity for SC State.
Small.
Jackson was trying to play strong safety there. He taps it out. He'll stop the fast break. Under 4 immediate timeout. Lead is 8 for the home team, and a good start for G.G. Jackson and crew.
And he stuck it from the perimeter side. Now the Pirates have a 3-point edge.
Good matchup out front. Great matchup out front.
Let's your heart be live.
Top runner.
T-Mobile won't raise the price of your talk, text, and data.
11
Shop
for the
Academy Sports and Outdoors
transfer.
3-day online-only sale and get up to 50% off the best brands. Buy online and pick up in store. Shop with confidence with our price match guarantee. Plus, get free shipping on most orders over $25. This 3-day sale ends Wednesday, so visit academy.com now.
I'm telling you, this time of the game, you got to suck it up.
Oh, tough pass. Not a good one. Robertson made him pay.
Big turnovers in the second half.
Here's Cobb. Now Hurtado. Give me enough. Get the offense initiated.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated product. Doesn't have this yellow tag.
McCreary, the jumper, bricked it.
You don't want it.
The legs go a little bit, I'm telling you.
Life is full of ifs. If you see the potential in every day.
Small for 3. Count it!
Or if you say,
I do. I don't know if he'll take
you can cash flow like a pro, safeguard against surprises, and supercharge your savings, the if in life becomes less iffy. Regions Life Banking makes it possible. If you're interested.
Let's talk about the if in life. Regions Bank embrace the if in life.
8-point lead for South Carolina over SC State. 3:53 remaining. Back in Colonial Life Arena, Mark Wise, Roy Philpott. Check out the Mayhem Moment brought to you by our friends at Allstate. Professor Wise.
Every coach wants a little bench production. Well, how about this nifty little pass? Eli Sparkman to Josh Gray for the two-handed flush. Get feet in the paint, attract defenders, find a teammate. Textbook offense
bench
So go to
production
Carvana, enter
for the
your license
homestanding
plate,
Gamecocks.
answer a few
Gray with
questions,
4
and our
points,
Techno
6
Wizardry
rebounds, fouled
calculates your
out.
car's value.